Nate, I heard you made $7 million or more on your last fight. I don't want to hear you complaining about being underpromoted by the UFC. You should be thanking the UFC and bowing to Dana White every time you see him. Ari Emanuel, Patrick Whitesell. You've got $7 million or more gross before taxes, maybe much more, which I love knowing that you have, Nate. Please, I don't want to hear any complaints.
You know, sometimes this is the business. I don't believe on everything that Dana White is saying, because Dana White is a seller. He's a seller. Sometimes he will sell someone, and sometimes he will take him down. And the only thing that I can say is that Dana White speaking about Francis ego is probably one of the truth that I have witness, and that Dana White said is probably the only truth that I know that for a fact is a fact. Because why I'm saying that? I'm saying that because Ngannou is like a brother for me, and when you are dealing with a brother, problems stay home if you have any problem, but you have to be honest with your brother so he can be better man.
I agree.
And in order to make Francis be better man, there's people that have to have the bad role, the bad job. The bad job is to tell Ngannou, you have a big ego and you have changed with the time. That's the truth. I have the discussion already with Ngannou, and I said that to him, that you have changed, my friend. You have changed. You are not the same anymore. Your ego is killing you. Your choice that you're making is just about the ego.
You and Dana are good now after your bet?
Yeah, man, we talked it up. I seen him in LA. I was like, what's up, man? You good or what? And then he's like, I'm good. You good? I go, I'll be all right. We're good. And then shook hands, and that was it. I get emotional, you know, and for me to put so much time in and something like that happened, and I felt like I was thrown under the bus and everything. It sucked, man, because I felt like I didn't do anything wrong. If anything, I've been doing everything to try to please the promotion. I'm like, you guys called me for 6 days on Khabib, I took it. You guys called me for Frankie on 3 weeks, I took it. You guys called me back in the day 2 weeks for Tavares, I took it. You know, it's never been a fear thing. It's never been that I'm a company man, you know. But at the same time, every step that I've taken was a strategic step, even if it was on short weeks. If you really want it bad enough, you'll take it on short weeks, and that's what I did. Then I earned my title shot, and I just didn't want something to happen like what happened to Frankie. Granted, like I said, he took it on 3 weeks. I've done fights on 3 weeks. 2 days is different, you know, while you're cutting weight and all these things. It's just, and you have a secure shot. Why go backwards and fight someone for a belt, interim belt, all right? So that's the way I approached it.
Well, it's a fascinating one, because like Tyron Woodley, interestingly, has fought his last 6 fights have been against southpaws. 5 opponents in 6 fights, all southpaws. Don Young Kim, Robbie Lawler, Kelvin Gastelum, Wonderboy twice, and then Damian Maia. And defending his belt, obviously he's fought Wonderboy twice and Damian Maia. They've both been specialists, but they've both been specialists in a range that they can't get to if Tyron Woodley doesn't allow them. So Wonderboy's, you know, he's a counter fighter. He really needs Tyron Woodley to be aggressive, and he's not. He's not that kind of fighter anymore. He used to be, and I do talk about that in the show. And I showed some of his old Strikeforce footage, which a lot of people won't even realize. His first 5 fights he won by submission. You know, he was a very aggressive wrestler in the early days, but then when he started to run into a higher level of opponent, he just started to kind of I guess Edgy's bets are on the things that he felt was stronger, because he knew if he wrestled hard and he failed, then he would be tired, and then he would be sloppy in his strike and he would get picked off. So he started to be far more economical. And honestly, he's got two things that he's very good at. It's wrestling. His takedown defense is absolutely incredible, and his right hand can decimate anybody in the division. And the two guys that he fought, he was able to hold them both off. But Darren Till's a different kind of fighter. He's going to test his striking game. He's going to, he's going to allow Tyron Woodley to wrestle if he wants to, because it's going to wear him out. He knows it's going to wear him out. He had a reputation in Strikeforce as having a 6-minute gas tank. So I think there's going to be, Darren Till's going to kind of lean on that and just maybe burn the first couple of rounds. But there are a lot of things I talk about in the show. To be honest, we try and get it under 27 minutes so TV channels can pick it up if they want. But it was 40 minutes yesterday when we recorded. It's just so much to talk about. So we'll have to cut a lot out of it, I'm sure. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. I really hope people check it out, because it's a fascinating fight.
Am I right in thinking that if Tyron Woodley watches this, then he might be a little upset with you, Dan?
Oh, he's going to be tweeting at me again. He's done it once in the past. He was very upset about something that I said. The thing is, he's very good at what he does. Yeah. But if MMA is a multi-dimensional sport, Tyron Woodley's mastered 2 dimensions, and that is range management with his wrestling and the knockout punch with one shot. Mm-hmm. And he's only got that with his right hand. He doesn't really use his left hand at all, apart from to set up his right hand. His takedown defense is phenomenal, but he shuts people down to the point where they have to deal with his right hand, but he doesn't really throw it very often, because it's like a nitrous bottle, you know what I mean, on a car. He's got that one button, and when he presses it, it's going to take him at least 2 minutes to recharge, because he's that kind of athlete. And Darren Till can kind of... The only thing Darren Till's got to overcome really are the scales for me. If he steps on the scales at 170 and he's ready for championship fights, then happy days. But it's got to be a pace thing in this fight. He's got to keep Tyron Woodley working in order to wear him down. Otherwise, it'll just be a stalemate, like we saw against Woodley and against Wonder Boy and Maia.
I got it. Get you fucking record. Let's go. Woo!
Discoteca velha.